What is this? I don't even see your name anymore. Who is this? Hello, Ari?
Hello. Well,
Why were you silent? I'm like, is this a creeper? Who just...
I had to give the app permission to use my microphone. It's the first time using it. It's a new phone.
Yes, I miss you having an iPhone. And like, I had trouble sending you photos, and now I'm having trouble sending you Zoom links.
No one ever, Luke never had any issue when I had an iPhone.
I don't know. I've been having troubles. I think my phone, well, because we used to have family sharing, and I think that's what it is. It wants to share as a
Oh,
family, and now it's like, what is
yeah.
this foreign object? You don't have an iPhone anymore.
Yeah, that could be it.
Well, welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Shannon,
I'm Arianna.
and welcome back. If you're new here, we just chit chat and talk about Reddit stories. If you're not new here, sorry, we were out last week. We were camping. Actually, Erin could have done her own podcast, I guess, last week. I was camping because she didn't come meet me until Wednesday. So we both just weren't going to be present. So she did not
No,
partake.
I did not.
No, that's funny. So we had a vacation. I left last Saturday to go to the Adirondacks camping with a group of friends. I've been going with this group for about 20 years now. I mean, actually, the group has actually changed. I say this group, but some people are the same. But, changes in marriages, and some people, didn't want to partake anymore. And so there's been some slight shifts that's evolved a little bit, but for the most part, it's the same group. Yeah. And so we had fun. So what I do is I tent camped one night because I didn't have an available camper available because I don't own a camper, but you can actually pay and have a camper brought to you through like these RV share sites. So that's what I did. And it was a ginormous camper, which I did not need one that big, but that's what was available. So yeah, so that was good. My first night though, oh my God, it's rained and stormed and like it was thundering and lightning all night and it was downpouring. Though and everything was just damp in the tent. And I was having anxiety because Amanda was also in a tent nearby on the same site, and it was a small site. And like I woke up like, oh my gosh, like because I actually like the sound of rain, but I'm like, oh my gosh, Amanda's gonna hear me snoring, and I feel so bad. And then I just had like mad anxiety, couldn't get to sleep. So now at 3 in the morning, I'm in my tent. I turn on my little lantern and I'm like pacing back and forth. And then I start thinking, oh my gosh, if someone else is not sleeping, they happen to look out of their tent or camper, they're going to see my light on and a figure like pacing back and forth in their tent. They're going to think like a zombie has happened in like a tent or something. It was going to look
I can't
creepy.
believe you're pacing back and forth.
Well, I just couldn't felt like I couldn't lay there. And then I felt trapped. And then like I kind of had to go pee, but I was not going to go walk to the bathroom because again, you have to share public bathrooms. So I was not going to walk to the bathroom. Well, it was downpouring. Like it was really downpouring, and I couldn't leave the dogs. That means I had to take both dogs because then they'd be barking. It was a whole thing. So then I'm also probably giving them anxiety.
Oh gosh.
So yeah. So then the next day the camper came and I was able to move in. And like what we do is like every family takes a day for cooking in the group. So that was so nice. So I only had to cook. Well, I ended up cooking kind of twice. I helped you and then I cooked for my meal. So no, but it was nice. So everything was good. I wish I got on the water more. I didn't get on the water till Ariana came because we didn't have water access sites, though we kind of thought we did when we booked it, but we did not. I don't know why we thought that, but we did not have water. And like I didn't want to go drive and like, go drive and park and I'd take Jasper with me, but Alice would have to stay. Then I'd worry about her barking. Then I'm like, no, no story starts out good with like female alone. She was camping and then decided to go kayaking by herself with her dog. And we've only recovered her dog. Like it just, I had all this horror story. So I don't mind kayaking alone if that's what I need to do. But I like it when from my site and I can let someone know, hey, I'm gonna go kayaking, like, they might notice or they might have a time when I went kayaking, but yeah, so I'm glad that when you got there, you asked me to go. 'Cause, one of our friends that I used to go with periodically, when we had it on the sites, they no longer go camping with us, so it was no, but it was good. I'm glad I got out there. Now I have an inflatable kayak because my
Yeah.
hard plastic kayak is way too big. I do not have a truck to haul it, so
No, I love the Flails kayak looks nice, and then I love my paddleboard. I got on there with Pippin, and Lucas took out Pippin for a short little paddle. When I went with you, Pippin was out there for like a little over an hour. It was a lot of fun. He
it
did
was
jump
a
off
lot of fun.
once. I think he was just hot and swam around, and I had him tethered to me so I could pick him up by the back of his life jacket. I just picked him up and plopped him back on the paddleboard. He doesn't even need to swim in the life jacket and hold do anything.
Yeah, then there's Jasper who just sinks, so he needs the life jacket to hold him up because my dog Jasper does not swim one bit. So you'd say, "Shannon, well, why would you bring this dog out on the water if he doesn't have any interest in water or swimming?" Well, because he gets anxiety without me, and he'd be barking like crazy at the campsite, and you can't just leave a dog barking, so I have to bring him with me.
Yeah, but
But
he
he
does live with
actually
you.
but he's gotten to the point where I think he likes it or he at least he tolerates it. Because I, like, talk to him and I'm like, "Look, buddy, look at the views." Like, it's good for dogs, they have different views and experience different life. Otherwise, they only know you and your house and your property. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a good experience for dogs. Alice, on the other hand, she's bigger, she wouldn't have fit on the inflatable kayak. But the last time I had her on a kayak, as soon as she saw a bird, like, she jumped in the water, so
Yeah.
and she does swim at least, she doesn't sink, but, like, yeah, I didn't wanna be like, she'd have to be tethered tight, and I didn't wanna be fighting with
Yeah.
her. But so it's kind of my routine now, I just every time we go camping, I put Jasper on the kayak and he goes camping or goes kayaking. If we have a water site, we spend a few days, like, floating on the water, just having drinks and floating and relaxing. Guess who else comes on that float with me? Jasper, so he's not
Yeah.
barking. Jasper's, like, tethered with me everywhere, so that's it's good.
Mhm.
Like, I did find myself being a little bit nostalgic, like, camping's evolved, everyone's evolved, families have evolved, like, we don't have young kids anymore. Well, the one person's daughter does come with her children, which is nice. But I did find myself, like, missing we used to have, like, the community tent and everyone, like, kept their snacks there, and that was, like, home base. So, so during the day, like, the first day was the only day I had to acclimate. So, everybody, we're there Sunday, we all had breakfast together. Oh, the first couple made lovely breakfast sandwiches, and then, families go and do their thing, whatever sightseeing or you wanna read or whatever you wanna do. So, I don't have a family, no one was there with me. So I'm, like, sitting at my site like, "Oh, what do I do?" Because had I had a water site, I'd be you know what I mean? Like, I'd be in the water,
Yeah.
and Ariana wasn't there, and I don't have a significant other. I was like, Am I great, am I gonna, sit here for, the next 4 hours not knowing what to do with myself? So I'm like, I do have we normally don't have cell phone service, but I did have cell phone service. Like, I don't wanna be on my phone. I'm like and then I read a book, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can read and relax." So I missed having, that because what was happened is that community tent would also be, like, our home base, like, we'd always sit at that site, forever. So as people were coming and going, I would hear that even if I wasn't part of the conversation, you just hear the conversation, you still feel part of the group, and this was the first time I was like, "It's just me out here. Hello." But no, and then then it was fine. I started reading, and I guess you not living with me any longer, also helped me, "Okay, you're used to being alone, it's fine, get the book," and then it was fine, and then we get back together for dinners, and then we would sit around a fire. So, I had that alone time where I was like, "I don't know what to do with myself." But it was, the one day, then after that, I had a plan every day. "Okay, I'm gonna go take the dogs for a little walk, and then I'm gonna go read," and then it was fine. And then I was getting like, "Oh, I just wish I could go out in the water." And then Ariana came and asked me, and it was lovely, and I got to go out on the water.
Very
So,
fun.
yeah, you can be nostalgic about how things were, but, everything changes and evolves, and things are great. I had a good time, and everything was good.
Yeah, I know, I do kinda me looks joking around and I was told him, "You missed the golden age of camping." I was like,
Mhm.
"We'll start our new golden age of camping."
Well, and I do miss having games out and playing games during the day too
Mhm.
sometimes, whoever stayed back. But the thing is, like, yes, games weren't out, but most people weren't there to do the game. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
nobody was there to do a game.
Where did people go during the day for the most part?
They all did things. I don't know.
Mm.
Well, like, um, Sue and Jay did their own thing. Like, they left, like, they would go to the beach and things,
Okay.
and dogs weren't allowed on the beach, so I couldn't leave Jasper. So I could not go to the beach.
Mhm.
Alice could go in a camper and she by herself, she's fine, she's lovely. But when Jasper's barking and howling, like, I just left them, and she's barking and howling, and it's a whole like, they're making all this ruckus, so
Mhm.
be leaving your dogs in a camper barking. So, because you can have I literally plan my showers out when the generator was running because you can run a generator because these are not electric sites. Like, even though I had a camper, we're still roughing it. Like, we don't have electricity, running water. Like, you go to public showers to shower, and they were really moldy, actually, kind of gross. I'm glad I brought my water shoes. I did bring your water shoes, but I never gave them to you from like the last time we went camping together. Uh,
Wait, are they the Tiva black ones I like?
yep. So no, not
Oh.
your Tevas. I brought you flip flops,
Oh.
like with the holes
No.
in.
Yeah.
Now, the without not water shoes. They were like shower shoes.
Okay.
So we like, I had to go, but I had to plan my showering around when the generator was running. So I could either shower between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., or I can shower between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. because then my generator was running, I could go shower. So, like, yeah, otherwise my dogs were a lot. And that's just they have anxiety. I mean, Jasper's 11. Alice just turned 8, actually, while we were camping. Like, they're not changing. So
No.
I mean, again, it was fine, like, but if I had a partner, we could have done shifts and things, but I mean, it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been like, "Hey, partner, going to the beach, see ya, you can stay with my dogs." Like, I would not have
Mhm.
done that. But no, so I did miss, like, playing some games that when you got there, you and I did in the evening, and Lucas, we played 5 Pound, and then we did play a game of Sequence by the fire that was fun at our site, like, one of the last nights, so I do so there's some things, like, everything can be okay, but there can be also things that you miss too. And
Yeah.
and who knows? And every time we go camping, something's always different, so maybe there'll be games of the next one.
Yeah. That is true. I'm hoping we have what's it called? A water site next time.
At least one person, like, out of our group, if one person get a water site, it's just really hard, but I have noticed, like, on Facebook Marketplace, a lot of people are selling their campers because before 2020, we literally I mean, we had to work at it a little bit, but you pretty much can get the sites that you really wanted, right, for camping. So, now since 2020, now it's really hard, like, we're going, "Oh, we can't go to Fish Creek Pond, now we have to go to check this place, or let's check this place," and we keep looking at different places because we
Mhm.
had to stay at state parks. So in the Adirondacks. So, like, we're constantly, like, looking for different ones. So I'm hoping, like, within the next few years, people get tired of it and they don't like it anymore, and we can have our sites back.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be I mean, Fish Creek is my absolute favorite place to camp because it's great to float. Even though they allow power boats, like motorboats and things, I still love paddling. You can go over to, like, because you go under, like, a drainage pipe, and then you go to all these different, like, lakes within the Adirondack Mountains, and there's a place called, like, Clear Pond, and like, literally the water, you can see the stones, it's gorgeous, like, so
Mhm.
I would like to get back there sometime, but we don't need to go there every time. Like, but I would like to get back there again. Like, it's just gorgeous. Um,
Yeah.
Buck Pond was okay. One of us I think I had the water site last time. It wasn't, like, ideal, but it was still a water site, and I like that too, and I like that campground. Cranberry Lake I liked. I remember it being rocky. Some of the other members in the group didn't like Cranberry Lake as much. I don't know why. I'm just trying to think, like, I'm not exactly sure
There was no
why.
fish. I remember we went fishing, there's not a single fish.
Maybe that was polluted. There was a lot of motorboats too. I think that's why some people in our group didn't like it. Where there's a lot in Fish Creek, but I don't know, just different. Yeah, so every time and every place gives you a different experience. And honestly, in the 20 years, so we go camping just about every other year, sometimes it misses a year. And with this group, this is the first time I've never had a water site in the Adirondacks. So it was just a
I
different
love
experience.
Yeah. Well, and then I really liked going with Lucas, and we decided we're gonna try to start camping more because that group also, we used to go with them in Labor Day and Memorial Day, but we stopped.
Mhm.
And we were like, well, not this next upcoming one, but maybe we'll join in the future.
Yeah, that would be nice. You can go with them because Amanda will be there, so that'll be nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's happening with Serena and your bird, Gizmo, but he's trying to bite her, so then she just tried to, like, bite his feet, and I don't know, but they're both being really gentle, so it's just like, "What are you 2 doing?" Maybe they're trying to communicate in their own way.
Maybe.
Neither one is being aggressive, but I don't it's just they're being weird. So, sorry, I have a cat named Serena and then Gizmo. Oh my gosh, my cats have missed me. Like my mom, I actually feel bad. Like they spent a lot of time at my house because my pool had a leak in one of the valves for the solar heater, and it was a whole thing. Like she showed me a photo. There was just so much water, and she didn't know what to do. And but honestly, I wouldn't have known what to do either. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
blessing, but she took care of it for me, and so they're spending a lot of times back and forth, like, every day, running all out to, like, pool stores, trying to figure it out. So,
Oh, that's so
ye
nice of her to do.
it was so nice. It was a big stress, and they were just like, yeah. Like, of course, as you're watching someone's house. But, yeah, my cats have missed me. They've been following me, like, every room. Salem, jumps on me, and then he just lays next to me, and Serena even will be near me. She laid next to me. Serena's the only cat that isn't overly likes to be held, really. She'll be near you. She's
Mm.
finicky. She's got her own thing going on, but she's very cute. But, yeah, overall, everything was good. I did feel bad for you because you didn't benefit. Like, honestly, when we camp, we eat like kings. So, like, we had someone makes breakfast, like an amazing breakfast for you in the morning if you're not the one cooking, and then dinner. So, let me just go over the menu since Ariana missed it. We had breakfast sandwiches in the first day, and were they on bagels? They were on bagels,
I
I believe.
love breakfast sandwiches. I know, I did not benefit at all. That's annoying. I will not be if we don't go the whole week next time, we will not be, cooking.
Yeah, because you did not benefit, you missed out. And then dinner that night was venison burgers,
Oh.
and, my focus is so much on the burgers, I forget a vegetable. And then the next day, Morgan made, like, an egg baked casserole, which is really delicious, and then dinner was chicken and was it potatoes? I am like, no, I'm blanking. No, chicken, vegetables, and rice. Very good. And then the next day, we had omelets in a bag for breakfast, and then dinner was kielbasa and salt potatoes, and then and a salad, Caesar salad. And then the next day, it was you. You made so I did your breakfast, so it was just a little bit healthier, like, it's just a wrap with more energy, like, I cut up apples, so it was wraps with apples or bananas and peanut butter and cereal or whatever you kind of want in it. You make your own wrap, and so it was like a lighter breakfast, which is also good to have in the middle of the week because at that point, we've been eating like kings and snacking and everything. And then dinner that night, you made boil for everybody, a dinner boil. So what was it? Like, it was shrimp.
So, yeah, so they had the option between shrimp, pork, and/or chicken, and then veggies of onions, peppers, potatoes, corn, oh, and zucchini and yellow squash. And then I seasoned them up, and I got individual foil tins, and I made this, like, little menu sheet. So instead of going around and ask people what they want or making them, like, put together their own, I made this little order form so they could check off what they wanted in their tin and what they didn't want.
Oh my god, her order form was so snarky and cute. Did you ever take a photo of them?
I did not.
So I was actually excited to share that on the pod. It was so cute, like what she put in there. Like I didn't save one to even read it to you guys, but it was really good. And
My
then
favorite was for the potatoes. I did straight from the ground. Was it diced for your pleasure?
it was so funny. She had a disclaimer on the bottom. Everyone had to sign if it wasn't good, if they didn't like it.
I was a little worried about. I mean, we took every precaution we could because there's one person in our group that is allergic to shrimp. So we made hers before we even got the shrimp out of the cooler. But and I kept other ones that didn't have shrimp around hers when I was cooking even. But that whole night I was kind of watching her to make sure she wasn't having a reaction. Even though I made sure nothing cross contaminated, I was still paranoid.
I know, like, you made sure nothing was cross-contaminated. We didn't, because I helped you build them. So, yeah, we didn't even pull out the shrimp. We built the ones without shrimp first, and then you cooked it separately. And then when you were poking it with your fork to see if it was ready, you went ahead and make sure you did hers first. And yeah, you did every precaution. But no, so that was amazing. And then my night was Thursday night. I had made so breakfast. I do pancakes and then I did sausage links, maple sausage links. The pancakes. So no one wanted plain, so I didn't even do plain this time. So I did blueberry with it was fresh organic blueberries actually. So I made blueberry pancakes. Then I did chocolate chip pancakes. Then I do peanut butter chocolate chip pancakes where I put peanut butter in the mix and then I put peanut butter chips in there plus mini chocolate chips. And that's always a big hit. And then dinner, well, it's supposed to be tacos in a bag, but then I always add on lots of extras. I bring stuff so people can do tacos in the bag, of course. Bring enough mini. If you don't know what tacos in a bag is, so you make your taco meat, and then you have a little small Doritos packet, and then you add taco meat, and then you fix in salsa and lettuce and whatever you want on it. Like I brought queso, guacamole, pretty much if you wanted it sour cream for your taco, you had it. But I also had wraps so people could make themselves their own taco. And I made sure I had enough lettuce for those that just would like to make a taco salad. So literally had everything. And then Friday we were on our own, but we benefited because one couple had left and they have venison. And if you don't know what venison is, it is deer. I love deer meat actually.
So good. I love it too.
So good. My dad used to be a hunter growing up, and I just love venison. So they gave us venison hot dogs. They gave us venison burger, which was infused with bacon and cheese, and then venison sausage. And so we had that with dinner with leftover zucchini that I had because I had froze some of the leftovers in the camper. So it was zucchini and onions. I cut up onions and peppers, and so good. So that was our dinner, and then you took home those leftovers with the meat, and then I brought home I secured myself 3 venison hot dogs, because venison hot dogs, again, with jalapenos and cheddar, and then you took the rest.
So good. I made the hot dogs tonight for dinner. It was so good.
Mhm. So good. Yeah, I had a hot dog for lunch, and then I have 2 hot dogs left, and I will be eating them over the next 2 days. Very, very yummy. But yeah, and then Saturday, obviously, we got up, we had scones. I had bought scones, so we had scones in the morning, and then we left. And then as I'm loading up my car, Lucas and Ari were helping me. Then they were pretty much done, so they were eating breakfast, and Lucas is bargaining with Ariana. He's like, so these scones are really good. So can we get these weekly? He's like, what about Sundays for church? And Ariana's like, we really don't go to church. And he's like, well, I really want these scones regularly.
I said
He was
special
bargaining.
occasion. Uh, they got finished off this morning.
By you or your dog? Did your dog could break into it?
Well, no, I had 2. Lucas had the rest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had 2 with my coffee this morning, and then Lucas finished them up as we finished
Yeah.
a movie we started last night.
Oh, nice. What movie?
We were watching old Disney movies. We watched Let It Shine.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's good. I'm sure you remember it. Used to watch that one all the time. And then before that, we watched Lemonade Mouth. That was good. And then, know what we watched this morning? We watched Jump In. It's the one with the Corbin Blue and the jump roping one.
Yes. Yes. When Ariana was 3, so that's when High School Musical came out. So, you know, she loved Corbin Blue so much. He's one of the stars from High School Musical, and then Jump In. She actually had a photo of him. I don't even know where you got this photo. Somehow you had this photo of Corbin Blue must have came in on something. And she had it taped on her bed. It was because her bed was The first half of her bed was like it was pink and it looked like a little house. And then it had like pillars. That's where her head was. And then the rest is open. And yeah, and she had like Corbin blue taped to her bed, which,
Yep.
I thought was adorable then. But I'm thinking like my 3-year-old daughter has like a man taped to her bed. That's a little weird.
Yeah, I told Lucas about that too.
Thinking about it now, but like you're just so sweet and innocent. Like, it's fine. Now the Corbin Blue's gonna come here and kidnap you, so it's all good.
Yeah. I was 3.
You were 3. It was just cute. But yeah, when you think about the logistics, I'm like, yeah, I can see people kind of frowning upon that, but whatever. It was sweet and innocent, and yeah, it's all good. It means nothing. It's fine. But yeah, that's cute. Oh my gosh. So I'm for book club, this book was chosen, Mexican Gothic, and I have not been loving it in the beginning, but now I don't know, let me see. I'll tell you what chapter I'm on because I'm listening to
Mhm.
it on Audible and I'm in chapter 20 and now I'm hooked. Like it's towards the end of the book and now I'm hooked. Like I'm like, "Oh, what the heck?" It's actually giving Skeleton Key vibes, and that movie messed me up for a while after I had watched it. Because the Skeleton Key is with Kate Hudson. It's an early 2000s movie, and it's not as much as scary as one of those movies that stay with you.
Mhm.
It's just one of those weird things about voodoo and just yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. Did I ever have you watch that?
I think we did watch it before.
Okay, as I wasn't sure if I had you watch it or not during our scary movie phase, but definitely that like literally it's all Ariana and I watched. Definitely, if Lucas hasn't seen it, I highly recommend. But yeah, so this book is giving Skeleton Key.
Interesting.
Yeah, so check it out. This is like early, like Kate Hudson. This is even before Kate did How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Hmm.
So speaking of that, I just saw a little article on it was like on Facebook, but like I saw it twice, so it must be true. It was like tracked on 2 different articles. So Matthew McConaughey said he still gets the most royalties from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Really? That's crazy.
Uh-huh. I love that movie though. It's one of my favorites. I watch it at least once or twice a year.
I know, I love that movie. I think
Absolutely
me and
love it.
Lucas watched it.
We did.
Yeah, last year.
Mhm.
It's adorable. Well, when I start dating a guy after like a couple days, should I get him a love fern?
Yes, a love fern.
A
And
love
then call his mom and get baby photos of him so you can put together a book of what your children would look like.
Because that won't be creepy at all.
Not at all.
Not at
Did you
all.
copy of the film?
What's Lucas
I
saying?
I asked if I propagated the fern, but I forgot it in my car. I took a fern from camping, but I left it in the car.
Well, now that's a sand fern. It
I
was
know, I
like
gotta go get
90
it.
degrees
Maybe you
today.
can be rescued.
It was so warm. Like my house is a mess. I have stuff strewn all over from camping, but I took off tomorrow. So I'm doing it slowly. I went in the pool today. I did mow. I had to like I jumped I think my battery's just out of my mower. I jumped it for a half hour. Like I have this little portable charger. So every like 10 minutes I'd go back out and hit the button. And then when I was finally ready, I'm like, come on, please start. And it did start and it was able to stay on for the whole mowing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I mowed
because my
today
dad
too.
tried and it kept stalling on him, so he gave up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just think I need a battery. I get the lawnmower guys coming over here, I think tomorrow or sometime this week. So
Didn't you tell him you needed a battery the last time you looked at it?
this battery has been trying to die for the past 2 years now. I think I've talked about the battery on the pod actually.
Mhm.
Last year. Yeah. Then it was doing good for a while, and now it's saying no. Oh, because he added water to the battery. Apparently, batteries need water. I don't know. Don't try this at home, folks. You need an expert of what they're doing. They need to know what they're doing. But he added water because the battery needed water or something. I don't know. Something needed water, and then it was working again.
Oh god.
I don't know. I'm not technological when it comes to mowers. But I do enjoy mowing actually. Like, yes, it's a chore you have to do. So if someone did it for you, like, oh, great,
Hey,
thank you. But I really do like I put my
hey,
headphones on, I listen to podcasts or a book or music and just I love it. I still wear kitty cat headphones. Like, so I wear these big headphones, and if I don't really have neighbors, but if they see me, they think I was insane because they're big and they actually could light up 2 different colors, and then the top parts are like cat ears. It's very cute.
Yes, I like those. Yes, they look good.
Right. Yeah. So, Zuko, you did not bring camping. So, was he so excited when you picked him up from the
He
doggy daycare?
was. Well, it was funny. So first she wanted to grab him. Didn't even see us at first. Was all excited to go greet one of the other workers. And he was so excited. Then as soon as we like opened the doors outside, he like booked it towards the car, like dragging me to the car. And then we were in the car, he was whining. And he saw when we finally got to our house, his tail was wagging.
Oh, that's so cute. Do you have to be so disappointed? What's Lucas say? Oh,
No, he was really excited when he knew we were turning down the street.
oh, that's cute.
So he knows where home is.
Yeah, that's cute. So, like, that'd be so funny because I remember when the last time we went away, I recorded Alice being super excited to come see me. So imagine like you're waiting for Zuko and then he's super excited for someone else. You're like,
Well, the very first time he stayed there and I picked him up, he was excited to see me.
it was like, this is great. Well, you did pay for like literally all the extras for him. Cause like you can pay for extra treats, extra like belly rubs, extra walks, extra snuggle time.
Oh, how about Pippin?
Yeah. And then when I got back, him and Pippins were wagging each other's tails, playing. I let them just run around in the backyard free and
They
playing with
missed
each
each
other.
other. That's
Yep.
cute. So it was so funny. So when Ari got to camping, I asked how Pippin was doing without Zuko, and she's like, "Fine." Not even like he noticed. So then I say to Pippin's like his little face. So they have a little corgi, if you don't know. So I was like, "Pippin, Zuko, where's Zuko?" And then all of a sudden he's looking all around, and then his little face looked worried, like he didn't realize he wasn't around before.
He's like, "What me? Wasn't he just here?"
I know. He's here somewhere. What? And then he looked all concerned. Felt like I ruined his night that night.
He did.
But no. And then after that, yeah, he was fine. So I'm glad that they reunited and they were excited to see each other.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So there, I was told about this nice coffee shop. We go spend $80 our first time there. We got coffee mug, what else? Pennant, pin, and then a sticker for our cooler. And then we go back another time, and I spend another like 30 there because I buy our coffees. So good. I get little keychains. Then Lucas goes back up after and gets himself a shirt and buys me a coffee recipe book from there. And then so I'm saying this is coffee shop has gotten probably makes so much money because they have so much in there, like not just coffee. I was so tempted to buy this crew neck, but it was like $70 for a crew neck. And but and then they just got more of my money today online because he sent it me where I can get the coffee grounds. I bought 2 bags of coffee grounds today.
I know. So it's called the Blue Line Coffee in the Adirondacks. If you're near there, go there. Not
$55.
what's Lucas saying? 'Cause he's kind of cutting in and out. I know he's saying
Plus
something.
the 30 of me, $185 out of us in the past 30.
That was all right.
Oh, okay, $155 out of us.
Wow. Yeah, then like I spent 100 there too. Cause then I got Lily a little book and a sippy cup actually. And then I got 3 bags of coffee plus my coffee that I was gonna drink on the way back. But yeah, then when I looked them up, because the coffee was so delicious this morning, I was like, I wonder if they can buy stuff online. And you can. So then I sent you the link and now we'll be spending lots of money at the Blue Line coffee shop in the Adirondacks because they
Okay.
do stuff online.
Good, because I bought it before even hearing how good the coffee grounds were. Oh, are they grounded, or do I need to go get myself a thing to grind coffee beans?
You can always bring them here and have coffee with me while I grind your beans.
So they're like actual beans. I gotta buy some. They're not ground.
This was ground. I didn't know about the other ones, but this one was actually a ground.
Okay, but yeah, so I have to come over and grind my beans.
So this was ground, and this one what I tried this morning was the toffee caramel, and then it was so good. But yet and not sickeningly sweet. You know how sometimes you can buy flavored coffee and it's just too much sweetness? No, it's like
Mhm.
the perfect blend. So good. And then I bought a s'mores one, and then I bought a chocolate raspberry one.
I
'Cause what
bought the s'mores and raspberry. That's what I ordered.
Oh, geez. So, yeah, so I think there might be all ground, but, so good. Highly recommend. All right. I'm sure everyone's kind of bored of our I don't know about bored, but, done with our, Adirondack stories. Do we have some Reddit stories?
We do. What we're going to do from Two Hot Takes was by Silent Dash Doctor 2039. Am I the asshole for ending my engagement after my fiance spent 3 years punishing me for the person I was before I even met him?
I'm gonna say no, because I don't like when people punish people.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get into it. I, 22 female, met my fiance, 28 male, on Tinder 3 years ago when I was 19 and he was 25. And unfortunately, the story starts exactly how every toxic relationship story seems to start. But he was amazing in the beginning because he generally was. We matched, started talking, and basically became inseparable overnight. From that point on, there wasn't really a day we spent apart. Dinner dates, movies, festivals, random drives, little adventures, we did everything together. We could talk for hours. We had fun doing absolutely nothing. I genuinely thought I had somehow ridiculously lucky and met my person at 19. 10 months later, he proposed, and I said yes without hesitation. Why would I? At the time, I thought I was living my little movie love story. Except about 4 months into our relationship, something happened that probably should have told me exactly what I was signing up for. My past came out. Before meeting him, I'd gone through a bit of a fuck it, I'm young phase. I've been through some difficult things growing up and didn't necessarily cope with them in the healthiest ways. I've been with 12 men in total, including my fiance. And just for context, because I know Reddit will immediately do the math, those relationships and experiences were spread over several years. It wasn't 11 different men within a few months or one crazy year. Is that still more than some people and personally would be comfortable with? Sure. There are choices I made back then that looking back now, I probably wouldn't make again. But I was single, I wasn't cheating on anyone, and I hadn't met my fiance yet. Where did I where I did mess up is that when we first talked about our past, I told him the number was around 7. I lied, and I own that. I was 19 at the time and generally didn't think the difference is going to matter that much. I understand now that regardless of number is important, I should have just been honest. Then, around 4 months into our relationship, I was sleeping beside him at his parents' house. While I was asleep, he went through my phone. He woke me up in the middle of the night absolutely furious because he found old names and conversations from men I'd known before him. In his mind, every man I'd ever associated with suddenly became someone I'd slept with. He completely lost it. He called me a whore. He called me disgusting. He told me I'd lied to him. He said things about me that I wouldn't say to somebody I hated. I remember sitting there half asleep, crying my eyes out and apologizing over and over because I genuinely believed I caused this. Eventually, he told me to leave, so I left. The next day, he called me. We talked, we made up, and I thought we'd move past it. We didn't. Because after he found out I lied, it stopped being about the lie. Suddenly, even the truth wasn't good enough. I told him the actual number is 12, including him, but he became convinced that couldn't possibly be true either. He kept pushing me, telling me there's probably way more men than that, and that I slept with so many people. And also, I slept with so many people I probably didn't even know my own number anymore. So what exactly was I supposed to do? I admitted I lied. I told him the truth. I'd apologized. But once he decided in his head that I was lying again, there was no answer I could give him that would satisfy him. If I said 12, I was lying. If I defended myself, I was lying. If I got upset about being called a whore, apparently it was because the truth hurt. It felt like I'd been put on trial for my past, except there was no possible way to prove my innocence because he'd already decided what kind of woman I was. And that became a pattern that followed us for the next 3 years. Any argument would somehow end with my past being thrown in my face. We could start arguing about something that had absolutely nothing to do with our sex or relationship history, and somehow ended up discussing men I slept with before I knew he existed. I was still a whore. Apparently, only knew how to fuck. I'd gone from man to man. And just to make this extremely clear, I've never cheated on this man, not once. I've never given him a reason to believe I was sleeping with someone else. I've been completely open with him throughout our relationship, but apparently being faithful to him for 3 years couldn't compete with the imaginary version of me he'd created for my life before him. Still, I stayed. He'd proposed, and eventually we bought a house together. That's when another side of our relationship really started wearing me down. I was working, then coming home, cleaning, cooking, doing laundry, and trying to keep the house together. I'd finally get everything spotless, and within no time there'd be glasses left around, dishes everywhere, underwear on the bathroom or bedroom floor, and things dumped wherever he happened to finish using them. I started getting angry because I felt like I wasn't living with a partner. I felt like I was cleaning up after another adult. His excuse was always that he was tired from work. Apparently, my job came with some magical anti-exhaustion package I wasn't aware of. Then, in March of 2025, I got pregnant. I wish I could tell you that becoming parents changed everything. And it did. It made it worse. My pregnancy wasn't peaceful. We continued fighting. The name calling continued. My past continued being thrown in my face. There's something incredibly surreal about carrying a man's baby while that same man tells you you're a whore who only knows how to go from man to man. But I kept thinking, once the baby is here, things will change. They did not change. After I gave birth, I was physically recovering, exhausted, hormonal, and trying to figure out how to keep a tiny human alive. I needed my partner more than I ever needed him before. Instead, he continued calling me a whore. He told me he'd gotten me from the streets. He started making comments about my family because they're completely different from his. My family loves me. We simply aren't as outwardly affectionate as his family is. Apparently, that meant there was something wrong with them, too. He then did something, looking back, I genuinely cannot believe I accepted. He disappeared and left me alone with our newborn for days. Not hours, days. 3 days at a time, once almost an entire week. No meaningful checking in, no asking if his newborn needed anything, no making sure I was coping. He could apparently clock out of being a fiance and a father whenever he was angry enough. And this didn't happen once, it happened 3 times within the first 4 months of our baby's life. Yet somehow, through all this, I was still the person who needed to prove that I was worthy of him. Then came our most recent argument. And strangely enough, it started with something that had absolutely nothing to do with our relationship. My brother cheated on his partner, who he has a baby with. I don't condone it. I'm not defending what my brother did. Cheating is cheating, and what he did was wrong. One night, my fiance and I were lying on the couch when completely out of nowhere, he started asking questions about my brother. Have they finally broken up? Then the joke started. What's my brother going to do now? Is he going to move in with the other women? Are her children going to start calling my brother dad? And just little digs, one after another. Eventually, I got pissed off. Not because I think my brother's behavior deserves defending. It doesn't. I got pissed off because of the hypocrisy. Because apparently my family is open season. He can mock them, judge them, make sarcastic comments about them while we're relaxing on the couch, but God forbid I say something negative about someone in his family. Suddenly, there's a line, and apparently that line only exists when I'm the one crossing it. So I told him I didn't appreciate him sitting there talking shit about my family, and surprise, surprise, we ended up fighting again. And something about that argument finally made everything click for me. I realized how much of this relationship has revolved around different rules for him and me. My family can be criticized, he can't. My past can be brought up indefinitely. His behavior apparently has an expiration date. I have to watch what I say when I'm angry. He can call the woman he's supposedly going to marry a whore. I have to answer for decisions I made when I was single at 19. But he can disappear for days while his newborn baby is at home and somehow life is back to continue normally when he comes back. And that's when I started asking myself a question that I probably should have asked years ago. Why am I still auditioning to be good enough for a man who already decided 3 years ago that I'm not? I basically spent my entire adult life trying to prove I'm not the person he calls me when he's angry. I've apologized for lying. I've explained myself. I've reassured him. I've stayed faithful. I've built a home with him. I've carried his child. I've given birth to his baby. I've tried to build a family with him. And somehow I'm still standing in the same courtroom I was standing in at 19. defending myself against things I did before we even matched on Tinder. I'm 22 now. We have a baby together. We have a house. Our lives are completely intertwined. And I'm seriously considering ending the engagement, leaving this relationship with my baby, and dealing with the house and parenting arrangements properly afterwards. Part of me still hears my 19-year-old self saying, "You lied first. Maybe you caused all of this." But another part of me is finally thinking, I lied about a number. I didn't sign a contract agreeing to be humiliated for the rest of my life. So am I the asshole for finally ending my engagement after 3 years of being punished for the past that happened before my fiance even knew I existed?
Whew, that was a lot.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, girl, you're too, get out. Get out now. You're not married. Thank goodness. Get out. You'll figure everything else out.
Yeah.
First of all, punishing someone for their past is ridiculous. I mean, someone's body count should not matter. And I'm very proud of me for using that word because I used to, when I hear body count, I would think, oh my God, did someone kill somebody? But no, that means how many people you sleep with. Yeah. So, first of all, that shouldn't matter. And then, honestly, if you're dating me and now that you know the number, you don't like it, leave. Like, no one should be
Yeah.
apologizing for that. Like, this is before you. I found you. I'm not sleeping
They
with
should have
anybody else.
broken up then, like when they were only 4 months into the relationship and he like freaked out. It should have been over then.
Right. Like, I don't get it at all. So, yeah, that part of it is ridiculous. And then, okay, you stayed with him. It was obviously a toxic, unhealthy relationship, but you wanted to make it work. I understand. We've all been there. But then, like, you have this baby and where's he going for days? Is he out sleeping with people? Like, what is he doing for
Yeah,
days
what
on
is he
end?
doing? Where is he going? Where's he staying?
Right. He's not checking on you. Like, clearly it's not for work. So where's he going? What is he doing? And yes, he should have to answer to you. If you're just dating someone, some disputes for days, you kind of want to know where they are. It's not asking for permission. But at the point of when you have a child and here she is in postpartum and you got hormones and everything, like, you should be checking in to make sure she's okay mentally too. And then he's just gone. No, he needs to tell you where he is. Like, that's ridiculous. That's a partnership. So yeah, no, I would be out, out, out. She's put up with way too much. Now it's time to get out.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, did she ever say where he was for those days on end?
I'm looking through the comments, but no, it seems like it didn't. No one ever, like, it never came up.
Oh my God, I'd kill him. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I would be out just from that. Like, and then the relationship sounds terrible. Like, he can criticize her family, she can't his. Like, it's just nothing's going to improve by getting married. Like, nothing at this point is going to get better. He's shown you who he truly is. I believe him. Time to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to get out after that.
Like, normally I'm all like, oh, therapy. No, no, no. There's no therapy. Get out.
No, get
Just
out.
go. Do not stop. Do not hit the exit. Do not pass go. Just go.
Yeah. Top comment. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry you're going through this. You're in an abusive relationship. Please get away from this horrible creature. As for lying, it doesn't matter because it was never any of his business, and he has weaponized it. You have nothing to apologize for. Please get some therapy and make sure you and your little one are safe. You both deserve better.
Yes, absolutely. 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel so bad for her. But yeah, no, it's time. I know it's not going to be easy. You'll figure out the living arrangements. You'll figure out, the baby and everything. But even for your child, it's better for you to not be in an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, craziness.
Yeah. Any other updates?
No updates, no comments, nothing from the OP.
All right.
All right, next one. We are going to r/AITAH, posted by Vegeto_2002. Am I the asshole for telling my sister her boyfriend can't stay over our house during my daughter's party?
I'm going to say no.
My wife and I are hosting a birthday party for our daughter, who is turning 4 years, at our house on the weekend. We also have a newborn who's around 6 months old. We have spent the last 1 to 2 weeks preparing many things to accommodate guests. There'll be around 40 guests, mainly family. My sister and her boyfriend live out of town. My sister has recently found out she is pregnant. We invited her boyfriend out of courtesy, who normally doesn't attend our family occasions because my mom doesn't want to meet him. Different issue for another day. We met her boyfriend a few times, but not a lot. My sister asked us if they can stay the weekend at our place. However, my sister-in-law husband and their 2 older children had already planned to stay, so our house would be quite full. I told my sister that they wouldn't be able to stay as we already have guests, and they could consider getting a hotel. She didn't appreciate me making this suggestion. Anyway, she did end up looking at hotels, but they were very expensive due to a sporting event taking place. At this point, they had decided to make a trip out of it, and my boyfriend had planned to camp somewhere at some scenic places while she stayed with my mom. She asked if they could stay the Tuesday before the party. I agreed since we had room. After a day or two, she asked if her boyfriend could camp in our garden on the weekend of the party because they're struggling to find a hotel at a reasonable price. The plan would be that she'd stay at her mom's while her boyfriend would camp in our garden. To reiterate, we have 2 young children. We're organized our party. We have invited the boyfriend, out of courtesy, and we would have my sister-in-law and her 2 kids and husband staying over. Not to mention, we've had 3 weeks leading up to the party of gardening and landscaping, which has been stressful, and all this while working full-time and trying to organize a party for 40-plus people. I told my sister that I don't think it would be appropriate for the boyfriend to camp in the garden while we have guests and kids are staying over, when the bloke is mostly a stranger to everyone in the house. She complained and she said she doesn't know what to do, and it's an unnecessary stress. I took offense to that since I thought we had tried to accommodate the best we could, and called her self-absorbed. Anyway, things escalated and there was a back and forth name calling. For example, I said she needs to act more mature. They're grown adults that should be able to figure things out, and her boyfriend is really not my problem. She said I'm a dickhead, starting to bring my wife's family into it by saying I probably don't act this way with my wife's family, indicating I treat them better, and stating that being rude to my family gives me joy. I eventually apologized for being rude and short with her, and she apologized for stressing me out. The next day, she sent a message saying she won't be coming, as it's impossible for her to find a place to stay, and they'll see us another time. My mother and other sister blame me for her not coming, and I think I was completely in the wrong and out of order. They have taken her side completely. To add a bit of context, I'm the youngest of my sibling and the only one with kids. I personally don't think they understand the difficulties of dealing with young kids. So am I the asshole?
Not, I mean, I guess it didn't sound like it was a moral thing, but like morally, like, oh, hey, I don't want people staying here unless they're married. I guess there's that much I can say about that because it's your house, so you're allowed to have anyone stay or not stay in your home that you'd like. But I don't know if I mean she's having a baby with him. I kind of I don't understand why he couldn't just stay. Like it's not like
Well,
he's a registered pedophile.
40 people, that means that isn't in their house. That means they're probably having the party outside. Would you want someone's tent outside where you're having the party?
Oh well, that no, but inside would be okay.
Well, they said they don't have room because they're already having the husband, the sister-in-law and her husband, and 2 older children.
That's true. I don't know, but I feel like he should be able to stay at some point. Like if it's out in the backyard, can't he put the tent in the front yard?
I don't know. I would want someone camping in my yard. I'm picturing like if I couldn't host 40 people, but think like same kind of location, but I had a bigger yard and like 20 people or someone coming over. I still wouldn't want a tent in
See, I
the
guess
front yard
I have a
or
big
in the
yard.
backyard.
And I've got a big front yard. Like, you don't really have room in your front yard for a tent, it would be weird. So, like
Yeah.
but, like, I have a big front yard. I have 100-foot driveway just to get to my house. So, like, I really could care less if people put their tents out front while my party's out back.
Really? So you're having a giant family party. Someone wants to camp out in your front yard. Do you let them?
Yes, for overnight, like, not forever. Like sure. If I was having a bunch of people over, I mean, I only have a 3-bedroom house, so and then a basement so people can stay wherever they can, and then sure, you wanna camp out front, go for it.
All right.
See, I guess that's just my feeling. So the only thing that would stop me to agree with them would be more of a moral thing, being like, "Oh, I don't want my children around people that, sleeping in the same house thinking it's okay unless you're married." But, I mean, eventually you gotta explain to them she's gonna have a baby with this guy, so I don't think that's really holding up for the case at this point. I mean, she's got a baby on the way. So, I don't know. Like, I think this is one of our first times we can agree to disagree.
Mm, okay, we can agree
See,
to
I
disagree.
feel like it's more the merrier, unless you're worried about him being inappropriate around the kids. Like, I would need more context to be like, I don't, because basically that means you just don't want this person around your family. Is that
Yeah.
to me? That's what it would be. Otherwise, no. The more the merrier. Put up the tents, whatever.
Mm. Top comment. Your mom blames you, but she equally didn't want to put the boyfriend up. Sounds like you've been made a scapegoat.
That's true too.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It was
I would
no
actually
one.
like the next Reddit story to be what's happening with this girl's boyfriend, why the mom doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a juicy story.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's. I'm looking on the profile and they didn't get into that. Don't know. Uh. Oh, I find this interesting. So someone said, "Why can't your sister come without the boyfriend?" And OP replied, "She could, and we suggested that as well. But she said she would feel bad ditching him after he was invited. And also, it would have been nice to have him there as she's pregnant, 12 weeks." But as soon as she decided they're not coming, he decided to go camping somewhere else by himself.
Okay, well, I guess she could come then. Apparently, he just wanted to go camping.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I feel like the sister could come because what's she doing now? Just sitting at home? Like,
Yeah. Oh, here's some more info about the mom.
okay.
Long story short, which is why I said for another day, but in short, my mom's a bit old school and stubborn and doesn't like to meet boyfriends or girlfriends unless she thinks it's serious in leading to marriage. There's also a religious dimension. As my sister recently became pregnant, I think she was opening up to it. So my wife thought it'd be nice opportunity to break the ice for them to meet. So took the initiative to invite the boyfriend.
Okay. Well, that was nice. I mean, she's pregnant, so that's the mom's gotta get over that.
Yeah.
I get
Obviously they're gonna be tied for each other now for life, so or at least
right.
18 years.
You don't need to meet everybody, but, like, yeah, I get it. They're gonna be tied to each other. He's gonna be in this child's life. You're probably gonna see him at some parties, so you might as well meet him. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. He seems like he might be a little immature since he just went off camping by himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Alright. I can get behind that. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Do we have another
Crazy.
story?
Uh, hmm, no, we do not. We're gonna end it there tonight. Oh wait, this is a nice short one. We're gonna do this. Okay. R/family. Hosted by you, Soft Dash Liddy. My mom wants to stay in our guest room indefinitely after selling her house.
Wait, what was that?
My mom wants to stay in our guest room indefinitely after selling her house.
No, there needs to be an end date. Unless she really needs to be living with someone, there needs to be an end date.
My husband and I just bought our first home a few months ago. It's a modest place with the 2 bedrooms. One is ours, and the other we set up as the guest room for one family visit. My mom decided to sell her house a few weeks ago, and she's closing next month. She announced she's moving in with us for a while. When we asked what a while means, she said until she finds something else she likes. She mentioned she's not actively looking for a new place right now and wants to take her time.
What?
This feels
No.
this
Okay.
feels like an indefinite stay. We love my mom, but we just moved into our own space. We were really looking forward to having our privacy and establishing our own routine. We also planned on eventually using the guest room as a nursery down the line. My husband is uncomfortable with this arrangement too. We haven't told her no directly because we don't want to hurt her feelings or make her feel like she has nowhere to go. She doesn't have a huge support system apart from us. Has anyone ever been in a similar situation? How do you set boundaries without causing a huge family drama? We want to help her, but we also need our own space.
Yeah. Set a boundary. Do you have a
Yeah.
basement in your place? Because I mean, if it's an apartment, then maybe not. But depending. If there's a basement, I know not all homes have them. Don't give her the extra bedroom. Give her a basement. Like, make it less cozy. If it is a bedroom, okay. Be like, Mom, you have 3 months. And obviously you can extend it if she found a place. Sometimes it takes a while to close on a house or whatever. But she needs to find somewhere to go. Like,
To actively be looking. That's
she
crazy.
needs to
And there's no
actively.
asking. She just announced it.
Yes, like she should have asked. Like, oh my gosh, like if I had nowhere to go in between, that'd be awful. But like, I'd I'd ask. Like,
Yeah.
and there'd be an end date because you, as a young couple, you need your space and your privacy. Like, yeah, I I don't like that she's not. I think she just is trying to wheedle in to live with you. To be honest, like I think she just thought, I'm just gonna sell it and then I'm gonna just stay with you. And then, if I find a place, it's fine. That's not fine. No, no, no. So yeah, you need to just be blunt and tell her, say, Mom, I love you. That's yes, of course you can stay with us, but we need to end date. You need to actively be looking and you need to find a place. It's not that I don't love you, but we need our own space as a young couple. I'm sure you understand. And if she
Yeah.
doesn't understand, that's on her, not you.
Yeah. That's crazy. You have to set your boundaries.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is insane. What is the top comment?
Just say no.
Yeah. Is there any updates?
No updates.
When was this posted?
2 days ago.
Okay, so it's fresh and new.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Like, what would you
That's
say to
hard.
me if I was like, "Can I stay with you while I look for a place?"
You're like, I'm like, I mean, yeah, if you're actively looking, but
What if I'm not
you
actively looking? If I left it open-ended, "Can I stay with you until I find somewhere else?"
and you have a month.
Oh, no one's gonna find a place in a month, Harry.
Move
But
fast.
okay, sometimes you can't even get into an apartment within a month nowadays. But, yeah, no, she needs to be actively looking. She needs to find her
Yeah.
own space. Like,
Mhm.
as I feel like you'd also put me in the basement with the cats.
Yep.
You would not make it cushy in one of your extra rooms.
No, no.
But no, you really need to yeah, you need your own space.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
Craziness.
I don't like my own space. But it's also different. Like, you and Anthony could live with me forever, but, like, once you have your own place, it's different than having your parent in your space.
Yeah.
'Cause, well, like, you guys have your own routines and things that you do, and then another person there is just going to interfere with that.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Yeah, I don't like it. So so for camping, because the one day I wasn't going to have a camper or a generator, and I got myself I ordered a portable generator. It never came. This one wasn't here in time. So I contacted customer service, like, well, it's a delay of shipping, whatever. Okay. Guess what? I finally got an email back 'cause I want to return this now that I've been back.
Mhm.
I have to cover the cost of the shipping to return this
Ah,
item.
I hate that.
It's like, you know what? This is bullshit. Your product was late. Take it back.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
annoying. I hate that.
I'm so annoyed. I'm going to call customer service and yell, but I'm probably not going to get anywhere. Now I just know not to order from this place ever
Hey, I
again.
complained about like Zuko's crate that one time, and I got money back. So
Yeah, I'm even hoping if they covered half the shipping.
yeah,
Like, on a $400 item, I want all my $400 back. I don't wanna pay 100 in shipping. Like, I want the
yeah,
full back. So if they cover 50, I mean, I don't know how much shipping's gonna be. I just threw out a number, but no, this was expensive and it didn't come in, so I wanna return it. And then I bought a cheaper one from Tractor Supply, and now I gotta return that one too because I just wanted it to brew my coffee, and it did not brew my coffee. It only really just charges phones.
ah, how annoying.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to return all my portable generators need to be returned.
Yeah,
So, but all right, everyone. Thank you for listening. Have a great week. Like, find, like, follow. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Like, follow, subscribe. I almost said describe. Describe us, guys. Describe us. And then look for us on Reddit. Look for us on the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I have that on Instagram. Just come find us on YouTube. All right. Have a great week and be kind.
Bye.